Hi kids, welcome to Gmankidszone and I am G-Man with yet another Toy Story storybook collection stories, a new mission. It looks like it's about Sarge and the soldiers. Let's get started. Hope you are excited as much as I am. A big change was coming. Andy was leaving for college and his toys were heading to the attic. But Sarge and his Green Army men had a different plan. Sarge and his men climbed to the top of the windowsill. Hey, Sarge, what are you doing? Buzz asked. War's over, Sarge said. We are moving on. Sarge explained that their tour in Andy's room was complete. It was time he and his troops took up a new mission. They needed to find a new home and a child who would play with them. With one violent salute to Buzz and Woody, Sarge and his men jumped off the windowsill. Their parachutes opened and they soared into the air. Operation New Home was a go. The soldiers floated across the city. One of Sarge's men spotted a toy store below them. Well done, cadet, Sarge said. He knew a toy store would be the perfect place to find a child. The men steered their parachutes past a tall building and across a busy road. Finally, they landed in the toy store's parking lot. The soldiers stationed themselves by the store's entrance. Soon, Sarge spotted a boy and his mother walking towards them. The child is military material. On my mark, gentlemen, Sarge whispered. As the boy and his mother exited the store, Sarge gave the signal. Go, go, go! He and his man jumped into the mother's shopping bag and were carried out the door. But the troops weren't taken home for playtime. Instead, they were taken to a bakery counter in a grocery store. We have a delay of a chocolate chip nature, said one of the cadets. As the boy reached for a cookie, he knocked one of his mother's shopping bags over. The army man tumbled to the floor. After the boy left, the baker spotted them. He picked up the troops and took them into the kitchen. After giving them a good wash, the baker placed the Green Army men on a birthday cake. Looks like we are in for a long, cold night, Sarge said with a sigh as he and his men hunkered down inside the glass-walled refrigerator. When morning came, the troops were placed in a box and carried out the door. They were on the move again. When the lid of the cake box was lifted, Sarge and his men found themselves in the middle of a birthday party. Green Army man, cool, exclaimed the birthday boy. He plucked the soldiers off the cake and set them aside. This could be it, man whispered. Sarge, this boy could lead us to our new home. The troops nodded in agreement, feeling hopeful. Their mission was back on track. The troops watched in anticipation as the boy played video games with his friends. But then, somehow, the boy disappeared. Sir, we lost visual, exclaimed one of the men. Sarge scanned the room. Target is heading for the exit. Let's move, move, move. The troops followed the boy out of the front door and into the parking lot. But they were too late. The boy was gone. Before the troops could retreat, a pizza delivery truck screeched to the stop above them. The driver honked his horn and a waiter came out of the restaurant carrying a stack of pizza boxes. About time, grumbled the waiter. Take these to the Wilderness Explorer picnic. There are a lot of hungry kids waiting for lunch. Sarge and his men looked at each other and smiled. They knew exactly what to do. The troops crouched below a plastic spaceship on the truck's roof as it weaved in and out of traffic. Suddenly, the truck hit a bump, causing one of the cadets' parachute to open. Thinking quickly, Sarge grabbed the soldier's legs as he began to take flight. Sarge and his other cadet held on to the truck tightly, but the wind was so strong. They knew they couldn't hold on much longer. Go on without me, sir. Save yourself, the cadet called out. Sarge knew better. A good soldier never leaves a man behind. With a nod to his men, Sarge let go. All three soldiers flew off the truck and tumbled onto a stop on the side of the road. As the night fell, Sarge gave orders for the troops to set up camp in the bushes next to a gas station. It had been a long day and he wanted his men to rest. While the cadets constructed a tent out of newspapers, Sarge climbed the gas station's sign to survey the area. From high above, he could see the neighborhood's lights shutting off one by one. You must be out there, Sarge murmured to himself. He wondered where their new home could be. At sunrise, the unit awoke to a loud rumble. A garbage collector lifted the makeshift shelter into the air. The cadets fell safely to the ground, but Sarge was tossed into the rear of the garbage truck. Just as Sarge was about to sink beneath the shifting plastic bags, he looked up and saw his cadets. They had come to his rescue. The soldiers lowered themselves into the garbage truck. Sarge reached out and grabbed the hand of his waiting cadet. Never leave a man behind, said the cadet. The soldiers jumped off the truck and landed on a dumpster in an alley. Sarge looked at his tired troops and sighed. Perhaps leaving Andy's house hadn't been such a good idea after all. At that moment, the men heard laughter coming from the other side of the wall. They climbed up and peered over. Sarge gasped. Below them was a beautiful playground. In the distance, beach ball bounced over a sandbox. They parachuted over for a closer look. A group of toys greeted the Green Army man with open arms. Ken and Barbie gave the troops a tour of the playground and classrooms. Everything was new and improved now that their previous boss, Lotso, was off pursuing other career opportunities. Sarge smiled. It seemed that Sunnyside was just the home they had been looking for. The next morning, Sarge proudly watched his men experience a full day of play at Sunnyside. The troops were finally home. Mission accomplished. Ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. Hope you enjoyed the story. As always, if you like the story, then hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel Gmankidszone. Until next time, this is Gmankidszone. G-Man signing off. Bye.